and very good morning. So as you guys know, we have been assigned to visit Philippines. So before we go there, I will describe a little bit about Philippines, and the rest of it I will leave to you guys to do a research. So this is the map of Philippines. Philippines is a dynamic economic country in the East Asia and Pacific region. Also, the country has stunning beaches and tropical weather. It's a country with over 7,000 islands. The geography ranges from mountain to coastal flats, and it is perfect to travel around there.
It sounds like a paradise for beach people. How about the culture and economy there?
Well, according to the International Monetary Fund, the Philippines economy is projected to reach peso 26.55 trillion in 2024, ranking it as the world's 32 largest by nominal GDP and the 30th largest in Asia.
Wow, that's significant. With such economic growth, I bet there are plenty of things to do and places to explore. How about the population in the Philippines?
Exactly. The current population of the country is 190 million. You can imagine the cultural diversity and vibrant atmosphere.
It's interesting. I wonder how's the GDP for Philippines.
Their GDP per capita is projected to reach a new high in 2029. GDP per capita has reached to $5,895 US. Also in Philippines, the industrial is 30.8%, meanwhile for the service is 60%.
Ooh, I'm excited already. It's interesting how much a country can change over the time.
Do you know what is the main economic activities in Philippines?
The economic activities in Philippines are agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism is a crucial role.
I heard they are also big in manufacturing, particularly in electronics and
Semiconductors.
semiconductors.
That's right. The Philippines is a hub for electronic manufacturing, along with textile, food processing, and automotive assembly. This industry drives exports and provide a lot of jobs. Despite challenges from natural disaster and security issues, tourism continues to contribute significantly to their GDP.
Anyways, do you have any recommended place when we were there?
I really recommend you to go to Siargao. It's a very famous place and a must visit when you are in the Philippines. This place also known as a surfing capital of Philippines. This island also has a beautiful beach and perfect place to snorkeling.
Wow, interesting. I really want to find a place where I can go surfing. But I also heard that Manila Bay is almost as famous as tourist destination.
Exactly. Manila Bay isn't just any harbor. It is the largest natural harbor in the world, and the sunset there absolutely breathtaking.
Now I understand why people flock there. I am a sunset lover, so my gallery is filled with stunning sunset pictures.
I see. If a waterfall is your thing, you got to check out to Mang Aso Waterfall. It is one of those must-visit tourist destinations. The waterfall there is absolutely stunning with crystal clear and tranquil blue waters.
Wow, you have been incredibly helpful.
I can't wait to soak in the experience there and capture tons of beautiful pictures.
Alright, I have described a little bit about the country. I really hope this information helps you guys to do the research. Now, I will assign each of you the task. For Putri, you have to do a research about inflation in Philippines. Amar, you have to do a research for unemployment in Philippines. And Zaidin, you have to do a research for strategies to control the inflation in Philippines. And the last one is Aini Atira. You have to do a research about the strategies to control the unemployment in the country.
Do you know that the highest inflation rate in Philippines was 5.82% during 2022 and the lowest was 2.39% on 2020? Inflation is defined as a persistent and sustained increase in the aggregate or average level of goods and service in economy. It can cause the loss of purchasing power because of an increased price of goods and service. High inflation means the price increase quickly, while low inflation means that prices are increasing more slowly. Do you know that Philippines have actually experienced a combination of cost push and demand pull inflation? Cost push inflation occurs when an increase in the cost of production decreases the aggregate supply, resulting in a price increase. Means that oversupply of money or when the national bank prints money beyond the demand. While demand pull inflation occurs when an economy's total inflation rate rises faster than the rate at which demand grows for goods, the Bangko Sentral and Filipinas has established an inflation target range and is committed to preserving price stability. Do you know the effect of inflation is the price of goods and services are impacted by rising inflation, which reduce the purchasing power of the currency. And due to the unpredictable weather patterns that frequently affect the tropical nation of the Philippines, prices there have increased even further. As they fight to obtain food in order to survive, they are thinking about the lives of the hungry who have been most negatively impacted. Full inflation causes commuters' funds to go towards travel and expenses rather than other purchases and also affects the transportation of goods, leading to delayed cash flow.
From 2015 to 2019, the Philippine unemployment rate decreased consistently. In 2019, the rate fell from 3.07% to 2.24%, which is the lowest that has been recorded. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic severely impacted the Philippines. Businesses were forced to close and jobs decreased. As a result, the unemployment rate rose from 2.24% in 2019 to 2.52% in 2020. In 2021, the situation became worse, with the unemployment rate reaching a high of 3.4%. However, recent data show that the unemployment rate is starting to decrease again. This proves that the Philippines has slowly recovered their economic sector. There are two types of unemployment that happen in Philippines, including its causes. Firstly, it is frictional unemployment. Filipinos are ambitious. They often switch jobs to get better pay, benefit, or career advancement and opportunity. This creates a natural gap between jobs, which count as unemployment. It's like taking a step back to jump higher. Secondly, it is structural unemployment. Sometimes, the skills Filipinos learn in school don't quite match the job available. This mismatch can leave qualified people unemployed while companies struggle to find the right fit. It's like having the wrong key for the door. Unemployment in the Philippines gives a lot of impact in terms of individual, family, and economy. First of all, people without a job will lose income. This makes it hard to buy even basic things. It makes the standard living standard become worse. Secondly, inflation might arise when unemployment rate is high. Inflation will drive up the cost of living, making basic needs even more expensive. Last but not least, unemployment will give a bad impact to the individual. The stress and anxiety of being unemployed can take a toll on people's mental health. It's a heavy weight to carry, not knowing when you will find a new job.
Monetary policies are crucial for the Bangko Sentral and Filipinas to control inflation and ensure economic stability. The BSP adjusts interest rate to influence borrowing costs, conduct open market operation to manage money supply and interest rate, and change reserve requirement to limit lending and control money supply. The term deposit facility, which is TDF, absorb excess funds while foreign exchange intervention stabilize the peso and impact import price. Clear communication of future policies guide consumer and investor expectation. Liquidity management tools like overnight lending facilities help manage short-term liquidity needs, supporting the BSP goals of controlling inflation and fostering sustainable economic growth in the Philippines. Fiscal policies in the Philippines manage the economy through taxation, spending to control inflation, and ensure stability. Key approach including adjusting government spending to reduce demand, target investment in infrastructure, and education to boost productivity, taxation to manage economic activity and spending, and also prudent management of public debt to maintain sustainable levels. Investing in technology and transportation enhance productivity, supporting long-term stability and growth. This measure enable to the government to effectively control inflation and boost the economic stability.
Alright, let's dive into how monetary and fiscal policy influence unemployment. In the Philippines, monetary policy managed by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas controls the money supply and interest rates. The main objective is to maintain price stability and economic growth. This can achieve through either expansionary or contractionary measures, depending on the economic climate. On the other hand, fiscal policy deals with government spending and also taxation. Recently, the Philippines implemented a contractionary fiscal policy by raising social tax rate. This move aims to increase government revenue and can lead lower inflation and slower economic activity. However, such policies also affect unemployment. When taxes rise and government spending cuts occur, businesses may reduce hiring to manage costs. This can result in higher unemployment rates as companies adjust to the new economic conditions. Overall, while both monetary and fiscal policy play vital roles in managing the economy, fiscal policy tends to have a more direct impact on consumers. Changes in taxes and government spending can significantly influence employment levels and income, shaping the economic landscape in profound ways. So, by understanding these policies, help us to see how governments navigate between economic stability, inflation controls, and the welfare of the citizens. It's a complex balancing act with real implications for unemployment and economic growth. That's all from us. I hope by listening to our group research, you guys can understand a little bit more about macroeconomic problems in Philippines.